Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Dupuis. I will be your teacher for the duration of this course, HHS 4UV. So this is the Families in Canada course, social science course, which is a 4U credit. If you've never taken an online course before, if this is your first time, you may be a little bit overwhelmed. Don't worry, it will get easier, it will get better as you get used to the routines. I've got the course pretty well set up. So that it should make using the course and going through the content fairly user-friendly as you do get used to the processes. First things first, this is a 90-day course just like your in-class courses. And yes, you are expected to be in the course for 90 days. Don't plan on leaving for a holiday with the last 3 weeks of class. Don't do that to yourself, just like you wouldn't do that in a regular course. You will be hurting your mark in doing that. So make sure that you're gauged for the 90 days, which takes us all the way up until the exam periods in January. Make sure for all those logs or all those 90 days that you are logging on every single school day. I do not plan for work on Saturdays and Sundays or on holidays. PD days, any of those days, obviously you do not have to log on. I will not be assigning new work, but every single school day, every weekday that there's a school day, you are expected to be logging on. As far as how long you're to be logging on, just like you have 75 minutes in a regular classroom, you should be logging on for at least 75 minutes a day. Some days maybe more, just like some days in a class you'll have homework to do. Just make sure that you are planning, engaging your time appropriately. Do not, I wouldn't spend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday avoiding the class and then log in Thursday planning on doing the work that you missed on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, because that's not probably going to be an option for you. So as far as when you log on within each day, you have been designated a 75-minute block of time through your guidance counselor in your own schedule at your school. That would be an ideal time for you to log into the course. That's what I would suggest. That way you're logging in during the school day and you're making that a routine. However, if you have already planned for that to be your period where you're doing homework for other courses, that's up to you. That means that you're going to be working on my course, or I should say this course, on your own time at home every night. But whatever the case, make sure that you are logging on every single day for a minimum of 75 minutes to ensure that you're getting all the coursework done. This is a 4U course, so for those of you who are looking to get that, that level 4 or level 4 plus, getting the 80s and 90s, it is doable, but it is expected that you're going above and beyond expectations, as your other teachers I'm sure have been telling you. If you want to get those high marks, the outlines and the expectations are going to be listed. It is up to you to not only meet all those criteria, but to go above and beyond those criteria, to make sure that your work stands out above your peers, and to make sure that that you're hitting those expectations. As far as the day-to-day, make sure that you are logging into the LMS and pay attention to the news item each day. Every day I'm going to be posting a news item that outlines what the expectations are for the day, what you need to be getting done, and when the due dates are for particular assignments. Make sure you're paying attention to those news items. It's very important. That's where I'm going to be putting all the information that's appropriate for that day. Now, keep in mind, if a particular assignment is scheduled for 3 days within the news item, it'll say that this is going to be days 3, 4, and 5. I wouldn't expect that you would see another news item until after day 5. So keep that in mind as well. If you're logging in and you say there's no new news item, it's because that assignment was a bit of a bigger assignment and it's going to take you, 3 days to do. As far as the routines and the rituals for each assignment, every assignment or every news item will be posted at 12 o'clock a.m., the very first minute of that particular day. And that assignment for that particular news item will also be released at that particular hour. So at 12 o'clock a.m. the assignments will be released. the drop boxes for that assignment will also open at that time. As a minimum, you will have 48 hours with that assignment. So let's say on a Monday, an assignment was released at 12 o'clock a.m. You have until Tuesday, at least until Tuesday, 11:59 p.m., so that's 47 hours and 59 minutes, to complete and submit that assignment to the Dropbox. Okay, so if you're someone who says, well, I have an IEP that says that I have an accommodation that says I get more time, please keep in mind that more time has already been written into the course. Okay, so an assignment that's supposed to take you an hour or 75 minutes, you have 48 hours to do it, which is more than enough time for any and all students to complete that assignment. It's up to you to ensure that you're booking that time in and ensuring that those due dates are being met. Now keep in mind, if it's a bigger assignment, and it's, I say it's going to be a 5-day assignment, so you start it on Monday, it's not going to be due till the end of the following week, Monday. Okay, so we're talking big extended timelines to do these assignments. It's just making sure that you're hitting those due dates. Please don't hand in late assignments. Please don't just assume that you're allowed to hand in late assignments, because I've just specified that you're not. Those due dates are very clear. Those due dates are very well organized. I'll outline them on your assignment tracking sheet, and I'll come back to that in a second, as well as I've posted them within your news items. So just make sure that you're meeting those timelines. Now, that being said, if, for example, you have an emergency situation that's come up, please contact me. Okay, I'm a good guy. I understand that things happen. Just please keep me in the loop. If you know that there's something coming up, and you think that it's going to be difficult to make a deadline, that's another situation. Just contact me. Keep me in the loop. If, however, you email me at 11:57 p.m. and say, sorry, Mr. Dupuis, I had to go to a soccer practice and I could not get an assignment in. Can I have an extension? That's a different case. You knew you had a soccer practice coming up. You knew when the assignment was due. Just be responsible. This is a grade 12 university level course, so you have to treat it as if we're trying to prepare you for university. So be responsible, but I understand if there are emergencies. Just please let me know about those. Now, in regard to the assignment tracking sheet, you've seen that listed under important items. You've also seen it listed within the very first news item. The assignment tracking sheet is basically your way of keeping yourself organized. It's a tool that I've put together so that you can see when assignments are coming up, when assignments are due, and you can also write down your mark for each assignment. So please make sure that you have printed that off, or at least saved it in your own files, and that you're paying attention to that. As far as my office hours are concerned, keep in mind I'm a regular school teacher, so I have a regular class. And I see other classes throughout the day. So please pay attention to the yellow news item where I outline what my office hours are. If you need to get in touch with me, that's the best time to be doing so. If you email me outside of my office hours, I will get back to you as soon as I can the next day that I log in during my office hours. If it's an emergency and you think you need a question answered immediately, another way you can go about that is you can ask your peers. There's a lot of professionals within this classroom that you can ask. And the way you can go about that is you can either email your peers individually, if you know somebody within the classroom, or you can post within the discussion area. You'll see that there's a discussion link called Help Area. So please use that, or Help Forum, I believe I named it. Please use that. I'm going to be checking that daily as well. If people have a question, you can post that, and feel free to help your fellow peers answer those questions. You can also wait for me. I will check the help forum and I'll answer any questions in there as soon as I log on. As far as if you have computer questions, if you have a question on a program or you have a question on a computer glitch that you're having, those are questions that are not sent to me. Those are questions that you need to contact the help desk with. And you'll see the number for the help desk. I'll post that on the course homepage. You'll see it listed there. You'll also see it on your actual e-learning homepage. Those people are there and they're available pretty well 24/7. So whenever you're logged on, if you're having an issue with a particular program or a particular link, it's not working, please contact them and they'll be able to help you through that. My job is to help you understand and to work through the course content. That being said, if there's a link within the actual an assignment that's not working, or if there's a Dropbox that's not opening, those are things you can ask me about and I'll fix those as soon as I can. But as far as your own computer glitches and technical issues, please contact the help desk for those. Last but not least, I wanted to kind of go over your summative mark. I will state there is no final exam in this course, so if that's good for you, then you're welcome. The way the 30% final mark works is I broken it into two parts basically. At the end of each unit, there will be a major assignment that kind of sums up that particular, or something within that particular unit that I think was very important. And you'll have 5 of these to do. Okay, those 5 are going to make up 15% of your course mark. That's half of your summative 30% mark is going to be for those 5 individual major assignments. The other 15% will come at the very end of the course. We're going to be working on an ISP, which is you guys developing an argumentative essay on a particular issue related to the course that you choose. And that 15% is going to be broken up into different parts, and you'll see that when we get there. But there is no final exam. The 30%, like I said, is broken into those 2 parts: unit summatives for 15, and then the course ISP summative for the other 15. So I hope this clarifies things and helps with anything that you may have had questions about. I wish you guys good luck this semester, and please, I look forward to hearing from you in emails and in discussion postings. Give it your best effort, and I hope this is an excellent experience for you. Okay, thank you very much.